I was welcoming everybody to this occasion. I was saying, sorry, we're a few minutes late starting, but in any case, we're here. I wanted in particular to welcome all of you who are in attendance, but in particular to welcome the officers of the Irish Prison Service Mountjoy, who are here on my right and in position. I also want to welcome the members of the 22nd Battalion, Clare, who are here and in fact have been at all of our occasions. I want to pay particular welcome to the family members of the 1917 hunger strikers who are here for this event. And as I said earlier, all of you who are gathered here. This in fact is a very historic occasion. We are commemorating the role of the men of 1917 and their achievements, and also we are, as I've just referenced, welcoming and marking the presence of the Irish Prison Service Mountjoy. 4 years ago, more or less to the day, we celebrated the centenary of the 1917 hunger strike at this point. At that time, we erected a flag, well, we're supposed to call it a flag, a memorial, which has the names of the 17 hunger strikers inscribed on it. That particular area has been enhanced somewhat now with 2 information boards which went up actually only yesterday. So it gives a context to the memorial. There is further information referenced and links on one of those boards where in fact you can read further about the events of 1917. You would see that there on the Mid-Clare Brigade website or on the Facebook page if you wish to later on take a photograph of that. There's no question of doubt, but the 1917 hunger strike was one of the most pivotal and significant events in the history of this country. The achievement of political prisoner status by the men who are here, 19 of them, they're here named, and their counterparts, 19 more from other counties, achieved something, I suppose, which has gone down in the history of this country as being one of the main events in the road to achieving national freedom. Once the hunger strike was over and those men returned to, in this case, to Clare, they gave such leadership again to their counterparts in the volunteers and also to the women of Commemoration, both of whom achieved so much in the lead-in to the War of Independence. I now intend to read out the names of those hunger strikers, and they were as follows: Joe Breen, Clare; Austin Brennan, Meelick; Michael Brennan, Meelick; Patrick Brennan, Meelick; Thomas Brown, Ennis; Frank Gallagher, Knockalishin; James Griffey, Ennis; Hubert Hunt, Currafin; John Liddy, Clare; James Madigan, Ennis; Thomas Marnan, Ina; William McNamara, Ennis; John Minahan, Currafin; Sean Merlan, Newmarket and Fergus; Michael Murray, Newmarket and Fergus; Michael O'Brien, Ruan; Arthur O'Donnell, Tullycrine; Peter O'Loughlin, Liscannor; and Francis Shinners, Ennis. 4 years ago, we were joined by 8 direct descendants of some of the men whose names I have called out, the sons and daughters. There were 8 people there on that day who unveiled the memorial on my right. Today, we are joined by three very special people who were here 4 years ago. They are Deirdre Quinn, daughter of Bill McNamara, Mary McNicholas and Paul Minahan, brother and sister, the children of John Minahan Currafin. Today I would like to take this opportunity to send our best wishes to the people who cannot be with us. To Niall Brennan, son of Austin Brennan, John Griffey, son of Jimmy Griffey, Hugh O'Donnell, son of Art O'Donnell, Morgan O'Loughlin, son of Peter O'Loughlin, Noreen and Noel Minahan, children of John Minahan, and Molly Bushby, Australia, the daughter of James Madigan. Furthermore, I want to extend the sympathies of this group to the family of David Brown, who was here on that occasion and who has passed away since. David was the son of Thomas Brown. You may note from those of you who have received the schedule for today, you may note from the schedule that there are a number of elements to today, one of them being a wreath-laying ceremony. So, in the case of the wreath-laying ceremony, 3 wreaths will be laid. One on behalf of the families, one on behalf of the Irish Prison Service, and one on behalf of the 22nd Battalion Care Association. So without further ado, I will call on the family members to lay the first wreath. They are Deirdre Quinn, Paul Minahan, and Mary McNicholas. The second wreath will be laid by Shane Kelly on behalf of the Irish Prison Service Mountjoy. And now call on Shane to lay the wreath. The third wreath will be laid by Kieran O'Connor on behalf of the Clare 22nd Battalion. The address for today, ladies and gentlemen, will be delivered by Chief Officer Shane Kelly. It was at the behest of the Irish Prison Service that this commemoration is taking place today. We are hugely proud to be associated with the Prison Service, as this, in the first instance, is their first such major event. We are honoured that you are here. Shane Kelly may need no introduction to some. He is an Ennis native, so I will now, and he is also, I would say, the man who was instrumental in organising this collaboration with ourselves, the Mid-Clare Brigade, and also with the Irish Prison Service. So I will now call on Shane Kelly to address us.
Great, thank you very much indeed for that. As Mary said, I'm a proud Ennisman, but more so a proud chairman. So to be involved in this is a tremendous honour. To stand before you here in remembering the sacrifice made by these members. And it's long overdue that the Irish Prison Service has kind of recognised and taken notice and participated in this, and we hope to do this again going forward on a yearly basis, because it's only proper that we honour the sacrifice, as I said, that these members made. My colleagues here are incredibly proud and privileged to be standing before you, and we hope to do it again next year. Thank you very much.
Shane. We will now move to the lowering and raising of the flag and the last post and reveille. I would ask for a moment's silence while that is in hand. Vermahagan. Vermahagan. In a small adjustment to today's schedule, I'd just like to advise you that the prison service has designed a medallion especially for today. This particular medallion has been designed by Shane Kelly in collaboration with other members of the prison service. And I'm now going to call on Chief Officer Kelly again, maybe to advise about that and to make a very small presentation to the three family members who are here present. So I call again on Shane Kelly now.
My colleague Desmond Hurley here is the man who designed this special commemorative medal. We have some available for sale as well in case anybody wants some. But we would like to present three family members with one now on behalf of the Irish Prison Service. I have to say they're a quickly beautiful piece.
So three family members again are Mary McNicholas, Deirdre Quinn and Paul Minahan. And Chief Officer Kelly will now present the medallion to each one. It is the most beautiful piece. I think the prison officers themselves are wearing the same medallion today, which is very beautiful. And you will note that it has the logo, if you want to call it that, 17 on the front. And at the back, well, it has an inscription, is left open, so you may wish to put a family member's name into it. So really, it is a very beautiful piece. So this will be presented now to the three family members who are here present today. And we would hope to make the same presentation to the family members who cannot be with us today. I'd just like to thank the prison service for this wonderful gesture, and as Shane said, there are more of them available if anybody here present wishes to get one before you leave. Mar focal score, bhualam buichas bhuala gachtina bhí páirteach den ócáid seo inniu. Sibse a gine uisce, winter na stal, óra iocras, Ifigad, Shane Kelly, agus Service Presúnach na Héireann. An Dara Catalan is Feha, an Thor, David Hanrahan on sound, John Kelly, photographer, Michael O'Sullivan video, Ifigi, Mid-Care Commemoration Committee, Asucht an Maid Ibra, initiative our son-in-law in Yob, agus I dhéanann siad I gcónaí. Míle buchas le gach duine, fan sa bhálta agus slán ó bhaile. I will now call on Gerald McDonough to sing Áran na Bhíon.
Sheena fianna fáil a tráfa jaoleg éireann, Queen Darsnú, Artín le Ránnig Buin, Fe Void Vesper, Chantir Ashinger Fasta, Ialvar, Ventiran of Ventra, and of the hymns of Arnavit, the Ganner Gwyn, Convosh Nusin, Legon, each grave, they love of Nabile, Sholif Pani, Auron Navin.
Before you leave, I omitted to mention we are very privileged that Deirdre Quinn has in her possession something which we had here 4 years ago, which was a box which was the property of Thomas Ashe. And if anybody wishes to see it, if you keep socially distanced, we will have it here in a few minutes. We're here primarily for the purpose of photograph, but again, you know, it is something which is very historic and perhaps people might wish to see it. Gramahagav Galera Rish.
All around it and check the joints and 10 meters.